Hey, it's Legend here for DS Legend Collects, back with another belt review. Today we are taking a look at the WWE Undisputed Championship belt made by Altair Belts. We'll do our usual, go over to the table, and we'll go outside as well to check out the belt, and we'll be right back here to wrap it up. So let's jump right into the review now. Alright, and here we are at the table for the Undisputed Championship belt made by Altair Belts. Very beautiful belt here. .24 karat gold. High quality cubic zirconia stones that actually fit in the stone holders. As you can see, we'll get more close to the belt here. You see stones actually fit into the holders where you see gold trim around the holders. I've seen other makers have it where the stones are slightly too big for the stone holders and they just overlap and spill over. So that's a step in the right direction. Especially these circular ones here in the corners. They don't get the sizes right, or the milling where these circles aren't really supposed to touch like a lot of them do. A lot of maker belts. So they're clearly defined circles there. And these stones are imported. And I'm told they're quality 5A as well. It's hard to tell with the black ones because, you know, they're black, but they're also high quality stones as well. Have very nice milling done. Like I said, the stone holders are milled into the design of the belt. And it's hard to see on camera, but the W is slightly raised here. The silver part is a little bit higher than the gold part here, as it's supposed to be on the real belts. The replica does not replicate that. It's all flat on the replica. But here on this belt, that is replicated where it is, the silver is slightly raised. And sort of hard to see, but there you go. Maybe you can see it a little better there, where there's slightly different levels there. Also, we have a glossy red swoosh there that's painted in. Very nice. And we have the back plate here for the Undisputed as well. Here on the side plate, we have the stack design here on the side plates and for the base plates where they are properly stacked. Not a double stack of the same plate on top of each other. This is the proper tray style plate that goes under the main plate, where the main plate fits into the tray here. It's sort of hard to see there, but you can see how it's supposed to fit into a tray design there. They're not stepping like a step design. Fits into a tray, the main plate. So there are different designs for the base plates for the other belts, like the Universal and World Heavyweight, WWE World Heavyweight Championship network logo design. But this is the most, probably more popular one, where most people want it more stacked, but the Undisputed only had this one version. But yeah, the other belts had different base plates. Versus the Undisputed for this version had one version, where the newer version that's on TV now that he uses pretty much a replica belt. But this is the first version that Roman Reigns introduced. And the version was changed around when Cody won the belt at WrestleMania last year. Also, the very nice milling and engraving here. The text is properly defined and the proper text for this belt. Nice 24 karat gold plating throughout, and the silver plating here on the W. So here on the side plates, we have 3D side plates where the W is milled above the rest of it, where the W is a higher level. You can see that there. Whereas on replicas, the W would just be flat and even with the rest of the plate there. There won't be any level differences there. Same on this side too, where you can see that the W is raised up there. So very nice. And also the stones are nicely set here on the belt, where they don't really sit above the stone holders. They actually fit in correctly. See that there, how the stones actually fit. Some other makers out there, they use stones that are too big and they manually drill out the holes and they be uneven and they don't set right, where the stones be uneven in the stone holders. But since these are all milled in with the machine, they are all even. So very nice quality and details here. Let's take a look at the leather strap right quick. Very nice leather strap. If you have any send out straps from Ali on Us, this strap is pretty similar. We have the Velcro going on. We have crafted by Altair belts. And also the WWE logo is stamped in here with the correct beveling and the bubble texture there as well. No other beveling going around the strap. So the Undisputed strap is slightly different than what was used on like the Universal and WWE World Heavyweight. And for the scratch logo as well. So this is slightly different. And we have the stitching for the Velcro there. This middle stitch is very important there. Makers need to have that there, and it's here for that. And we have number 1. Screws are covered on the back. We have 2 screws there. So this is like this on the real belt as well, just in case the threading has an issue. They can easily change out those screws and don't have to take the strap apart or anything like that. And we will take the side plate off here in just a moment. For thickness, the side plates are about 10 millimeters thick. That includes the base plate piece as well. They're all milled together. So 10 millimeters on that. For the main plate, it's about 14 millimeters combined. So the main plate is about 10 millimeters. Base plate is about 4 or so, 3 to 4. And this is about 10 for the main. So yeah, then we also have the thick bars as well that we're supposed to have on these belts. So very nice. I'm very pleased with this belt. Did have to wait a while for it, as we had to correct the art, do manufacturing and all that stuff, but it was well worth the wait. And I would guess anyone else that orders now, it wouldn't be as long as a wait for anyone that orders this belt new, or any of the other ones in the collection that Altair has made. And also the weight of the belt. The belt weighs about 10 pounds. So I did put it on the scale. All the other belts, like the scratch logo and the World Heavyweight, they're about 9 pounds. So this one is slightly heavier, probably because of the base plate. But more or less, they're about the same, about 9 to 10 pounds. But this one is pretty much exactly 10 pounds, while the other ones are like 9.5 or 9.3 or something like that. But yeah, let's try to look at the back a little bit better. There we go. All the screws are covered there. Very nice leather. In all my reviews, you guys know I always talk about Altair's leather being some of the best, and that continues to be the case here, where the leather is nice and thick. Edges are sealed going all the way around, and the leather is thick enough to support the weight of the plates as well. So it's not flimsy leather. So if I wanted, I could stand the belt up and it'll be just fine. But due to the weight, you don't want to really do that because of the lip here on the belt. So a belt stand is recommended for these belts. But all right, let's check out one of the side plates in detail here. Okay, I have loosened up the screws here on the side plate. Uses these kind of screws here to thread into regular screws. And just remove it here. Here's the side plate. Here's what's underneath the side plate. Some people might complain about this not being all gold, but that doesn't really matter. You're not going to see that. And there's the screws there underneath that you thread these screws into. But yeah, these side plates are, I believe, slightly bigger than the shop ones. So right now I have the side plate from this belt on top of the shop, and it's hard to tell on camera here, I think, probably, but try to put this on the top, and there's an ever so slight size difference between these. Like, you can sort of see it there. Like, so on the real belt, the side plates are slightly bigger than the replica ones that they sell on shop. And while we have these here, we'll do a quick comparison. This is a side plate from the World Heavyweight Championship, the current one. So they're pretty much the same as the Undisputed and all the other ones. It's just the globe is black instead of red. And you can probably quickly see some differences there. Here on the replica, the W is all flat. There's no level difference there, versus on this one, you can see it's 3D. You can even see the stones. You have a correct stone shape here. Replica stones are more square, versus on here they have more rounded edges, as the real belt does. So yeah. But yeah, just want to do that quick comparison there. And with some modification, you could put replica side disc on this belt. If you get the post drilled off of there, and also drill some holes to make it front mounted, you could fit replica plates on these belts with some modification. So it's a thing. So yeah. But anyway, that is our look at the belt indoors. Let's take a look at it outdoors. Alright guys, here we are outside with a look at the Undisputed Championship belt made by Altair Belts. Just a quick look to see how it looks outside in the sun with some nice light hitting it. So you guys can really get a good look at those stones there. See how they sparkle. Look at the clarity. Very nice there. Can't really see much on the black ones, but they are just as nice as well as the clear ones. Again, these are cubic zirconia stones, 5A quality, imported. .24 karat gold plating, made from zinc, CNC milled for the plates. Beautiful leather. Let's take a look at the back again here. Very nice leather, very beautiful belt, as you guys know. Undisputed champion. But all right, it's very hot outside, so we're gonna wrap this up out here, and we'll wrap up this review here. All right, and here I'm showing some pictures of the Undisputed replica versus the Altair Undisputed. You notice some things like the art on the replica being flat and, you know, not really three-dimensional at all in several aspects. And on Altair, you can see that the artwork looks more accurate to the ring used version, the original ring used version that Roman introduced. And just overall, like, it feels like a real belt versus the replica just feels like a toy. So as you can see here in these pictures. Alright guys, that's going to do it for our review today. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it, but that was our look at the Undisputed WWE Championship belt made by Altair Belts, alias. Let me know what you guys think about the belt in the review in the comments below. I'll try to reply to everyone, and I'm excited to see what you guys think about everything. Also, be sure to check out all the other belt reviews on the channel. We have the World Heavyweight Championship network logo and also the scratch logo as well on the channel, so make sure you check out those reviews. Also, make sure you are subscribed to the channel and liking the video. That goes a long way to helping us out here to keep things going, and it'll be much appreciated. If you're into gaming, make sure you check out my gaming channel, Deus Legend XBLN, and follow me on all the social media networks. Links to all that will be in the description below. But this has been Deus Legend. I hope you guys enjoyed the video and the review. I appreciate you for watching, and see you on the next one. Bye-bye.